And normally the bonus beats episode is very short. It's the American penis, and now the Germans are on the record, so
Yeah, this will be overlong. Yeah.
overlong, yeah. And
A girthy episode. Okay. Yeah, this is the Polykill podcast, kinda. My name is Vayar, and this is MrMo, 1984.
hi everyone, you can call me Mr. Mo. You can call me Mo if you like.
Momo?
You can call me Mo, simply Mo.
Mo. Okay, Momo.
No Mo. Mo, it's Mo, you know?
Yeah, I know, Mo. For sure. The Germans rapping. Oh, God.
I have to take a sip of my whiskey. It's a great start. You have to cut a lot later.
Yeah, I cut the whole thing. I cut you out of this shit altogether.
I cut you, babe. Yeah. Okay.
Oh. I think that's a good intro.
Yeah, that's bonus beats Schnitzel version.
Yes.
Schnitzel edition.
Yes, let's schnitzel it up. Okay, so let's talk about the games that are coming soon. Do you have anything on your radar?
Yes, I have. I already own it. I bought it in early access on my Steam Deck. Played a Raven's Watch. It's coming out, I think, on 26th of September, and will be coming to, I think, all platforms. And I guess I will buy it for the PlayStation 5 because it's a roguelike. You can play in co-op with up to 4 players, and it's comparable to Tribes of Midgard or Hades, maybe a little bit Diablo. You have runs around 30 minutes, and can collect some upgrades for meta progression, and there will be also a final ending. So it's a roguelike you can.
It's a roguelite, really?
Yeah.
You playing a roguelite?
Yeah,
Oh.
Sometimes I do that.
Oh.
No, I do it all the time if I don't have to fill some bingo squares. But that's soon to be over. Maybe on Friday.
Oh, that must be annoying for you.
Yeah, funny, lovely, and annoying.
Oh yeah, you only have one square left, right?
Yeah, it's enough.
Wait, am I included in that? Like, do we do that together on Friday?
No.
Oh.
I will play. I guess I will play. It's not 100% sure, but we will play Risk of Rain 2, a run.
Okay.
With
Cool.
4 players, with 3 of my friends, and after that you can hop on and play 7 Days to Die with us.
Yay.
And yeah, Martin is coming back.
Oh,
so,
nice.
And
Cool.
he also has the game. We can play Prodeus if we like. Also an option.
That's intriguing. Yeah, that's cool. And then you will be completely done with bingo.
Yes.
Nice. That's cool.
And then I'm free to play everything.
I'm so looking forward to that for me too.
Yeah, says the one who wants to platinum the whole bingo board.
Yeah,
You love the freedom.
Yeah. I don't have too much.
The freedom to spank yourself. Yeah.
Oh, I do that constantly, but I have 13 games left.
To platinum?
Mm.
Wow.
62 done.
To call the posse square will be difficult, I guess.
No, I already completed that because you don't necessarily have to play all the games. The game with 4 people at the same time in the same session, so to say.
Okay.
You can also play a game while others play them and then co-op with them from time to time or something. That's how I interpreted it. So I played Elden Ring for that, I think, because that's where we all played together over a long period of time.
Only you have to platinum it. It's not the others.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for the platinum board, there are some restrictions I put in place because it would become very insane for some of the squares.
Okay, so you like to spank yourself, but not too hard.
Yes.
That's good. That's fair.
Yes. If my cheeks are rosy after that, it's okay, but they shouldn't be bruised. Okay? Yeah.
Stop it. I think Trav is getting sweaty.
Oh, come on. Okay, games that are coming soon that I'm looking forward to. I looked over the list and most of them were like very uninteresting. But Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars Reforged will come out on September 19th. And it comes out on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch and PC. And I'm not sure if it comes out for PS4 because none of the info I found was for PS4, only PS5. But it comes out on Xbox One and Series X and S. It's weird. Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars is a remaster of a 30-year-old game, which you probably don't know by that name because it's called Baphomets Fluch in German.
I heard about it.
Yeah, and I never played it, but it's highly revered, so yeah. I think I want to play that at some time. It's a point-and-click adventure about a dude who's, by coincidence, witnessing a bombing at a cafe in Paris, I think, and then some crime mystery plot revolves around that. I don't know exactly, but it sounded interesting enough for me to be interested in it. What I'm also interested in is getting your butt roasted in the hot seat.
Oh my god.
Nah. Let's get this German meat cooking.
Put the Schnitzel in the pan.
Yes. Oh, by the way, we will do a top 5 at the end of this, and it's all about Schnitzel.
Delicious.
Yes. Okay, so hot seat question. Would you rather have your earlobe stapled to a giraffe in an underground skate park's restroom while being force-fed vegan ground beef by a psychotic railroad technician? Or would you rather eat a stale cookie without milk?
Ooh, that's a question I get asked frequently, so no problem to answer. I think it's for everybody clear. I don't accept cookies if they're stale or not. I decline all the time.
Yeah.
So I definitely won't take the cookie. And I think it's a beautiful future vision to be stapled to a giraffe. I think we could be best friends and cuddle a little bit if I'm stapled to the back and can put my arms around her neck. I think it's a her. And the force-fed vegan ground beef, no problem with that. I think the psychotic railroad technician will be Jay, and I like to meet him. So that will be that will be our first adventure for a long life friendship, me and the giraffe. So yeah, I will take that. It's a beautiful vision.
Yeah, I agree. That's basically exactly the answer I would have given because
it's clear.
A stale cookie. Ugh. No.
Yeah.
No. It's
too
crass. Yeah. Okay. I think that was a very light roast.
I have an idea. Say one nice thing and one snarky thing about the following Polykill beaters and Discord members, like they did on the last Polykill episode. And
that's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe we can start with KingOctavious. You have an idea?
Yeah. So a nice thing to say about KingOctavious is that he's a beautiful musician. If you thought I would be a beautiful man, it would be accurate too, but his moniker is Robot Octopus, and he released a few songs so far, and they are all great. Atmospheric, long tracks that are just very enjoyable, for me at least.
Wow, didn't know that. Nice.
Yeah, look it up on, what's it called? Bandcamp, that's it. I think you can find him on Bandcamp and pay him nothing to a few dollars, whatever you want. And that leads me straight into the negatives, the snarky thing to say. He hasn't released a fucking song in forever, and I hate it. I think he's working on the IndieQuest theme right now on guitar, which is pretty great, but I'm really craving for some original music by him. So that's a very shitty thing about Robot Octopus. What about you?
Yeah, I must admit, I don't know him very well. So the first thing that comes to my mind is the bad thing, and it is his Discord portrait. I imagined him to be a long-haired warrior, very tall and muscular, and Then I saw his picture and I thought, okay, it's just an average dude. I was a little bit disappointed, but that's not really a bad thing. He's still a good-looking man, and I don't want to say a really bad thing about him.
He's pretty much everything you listed without the hair.
Exactly. Yeah, and a good thing. Very looking forward to the IndieQuest theme. Will you play it on guitar and sing, or what is the plan?
No. Different tracks on guitar, like the rhythmic part and I don't know. I have no clue about music, so I can only speak out of my ass, but he just plays the whole theme on guitar.
Very cool.
With various tracks for the different melodies.
No, that's the good thing about him. I'm quite sure.
Yeah.
And he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's great.
Okay, speaking of great, what about Trav?
Positive. Positive. Let's start with negative. I think he talks about his dong way too much. Whenever I talk to him about bingo, he totally flips out. He I don't know. He screams. He leaves the room. I don't know. I don't think he really likes bingo, and that's a character flaw I can't really excuse. Positive things. From listening to him for what could be years now in pure listening time, I think I can say he probably smells good, I hope.
Yeah, definitely. For sure. Yes.
What's your opinion about that piece of dong?
Trav, okay. The bad thing. I can remember when I was just a little boy, when I came to the Discord, he wrote something like, I will start every sentence with hell yeah! And he did it for, I don't know, half a day. And I thought he's one man, one word, and would at least a year begin every sentence with hell yeah! And he didn't. So disappointing, very disappointing.
Yeah, that's Americans for you. They don't have the stamina to do things like that. We would be like, okay, I will start every sentence with hell yeah, and we will call our mother and say, hell yeah! Hi, Mom!
Absolutely. Yeah, but there are good things.
Hell yeah! Grandma died! Sorry.
Yeah, he expanded my horizon. Never before I knew him thought about two buttholes touching each other. And it was very inspirational. So, changed my life.
Yeah.
I love him for that.
Yeah, I think about it every day.
Yes.
But what do you think about Michelle Pettipuff?
Oh, only good things, I believe.
Ah, come on.
What I like the most is her laugh. It's so...
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm always cheering when I hear that. Also, I love her determination to alcohols. Different variation of it. I do like that too. Maybe the only negative I can imagine is she plays only games on her Twitch account I am absolutely not interested in. All the old platforms I don't have, and that's not very interesting.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. Yeah. The positives. I think she's not a very positive person. No, wait. I have to think about this.
But that can be positive too.
Yeah, she is a very positive person that can say very negative things in a very positive way. And I love her energy and her kindness. But the negative thing about her is when you enter a voice chat and everyone's talking normally, and then she's playing a game while doing it, and something happens, and she's like, ah! And I'm like, oh my god, my eardrums, my heart. Oh, what the fuck was that? Yeah, she caused a few medical emergencies for me, but that's okay.
Yeah, I don't know as good as you, but that sounds very sympathetic to me. What you just said, very funny.
Yeah, definitely.
So, what about Steve?
Stefan. Yeah, I mean, the most positive thing for you and me is probably that he has been answering very weird and dumb and unnecessary questions about bingo for nearly 9 months, and has only on very few occasions flipped out or blown his lid. But even then I think it was all in good fun, and he's a real trooper. While Trav abandoned the whole project like half a week in, Steve is still standing strong and answering if I don't know, Madden 05 is a point-and-click adventure because you can click and point if you're on PC, and yeah, he still has a smile on his face answering these questions, and that's great. Negative things about him. I know what your answer is, so I have to think about something else.
No, you're not right.
I'm not?
No.
Huh, okay.
I made up my mind.
Okay. Then I would say, wait, what was? Shit, my brain is just malfunctioned. My brain, mein Hirn. No, I don't want to mention that. Yeah, he hasn't been playing a fucking PlayStation game on his stream for, I think, 8 months just to torture me, and always mentioned me on his stream. And I don't like him for that, because that wasn't a nice thing to do. And now he has played a game that has a platinum, and I'm grateful and haven't played that game yet.
He let you wait so that you love him more. Yeah? Keep you on a distance, so you want to be near him more. That's all he wanted.
He always keeps me on a long leash, or a short leash, long leash, on a leash. I don't know. It's a leash. A leash that can keep you away from him. So it's not a leash. But also has me close enough so I can't abandon him. So I can't run away.
Yeah. I think you think more about him since you have to wait. Since you have been waiting for this one stream that was for you.
Yeah, but honestly, I think about him every day because that's how I tackle my wet dreams, right? So.
It's the bandana for your wet dreams, so.
Oh yeah, the bandana. The bandana is like a cock ring on his head. Oh,
okay.
That's an image that will never leave my head. Oh shit. What's your opinion about Steve? Come on, tell me.
Yeah, your positive thing is my negative thing. If I had one,
he cares too much.
I have to make something out. So. When I had a question about bingo, it was always you, I guess, who answered. Maybe at some point MYT. I can't remember who else, but on very few occasions it was Steve. But that's my problem with him. I can't take it anymore. But I don't have to because I'm almost done.
Yes, very good.
Yeah, and the good thing, I forgot about the good thing. Yeah.
I will just fill the time until you come up with some positive thing about Steve. That can take a while. I know that from experience. The funny thing about answering questions in the bingo channel is that I always think I know how strict he will be, and I'll be like, no, Top Spot, you cannot say that Call of Duty is a game that's SNES Drunk recommended because all the letters of that word were, I don't know. And then Steve comes in and he's like, oh yeah, come on, that's alright. Call of Duty, that's a retro game that SNES Drunk is all totally into. That's fine. And I'm like, was I too strict? Am I the mean German again?
No, not for me. Not for me. Okay. So I came up with a next negative thing. He didn't invite us to his wedding. That's inappropriate,
That's
I
true.
guess.
What
Yeah.
the hell?
Yeah. Everyone wants to have a German on his wedding, I thought.
Yeah.
And he knows two of us. So
Hmm.
that was a little bit frustrating, but okay.
Yeah.
We have to cope. We have each other. We can hug each other and cry.
Yeah. We should do that more.
So we have two negative things. The first thing wasn't really negative because I just wanted an answer of my stupid questions. The positive thing, there's a lot of positive things. For example, he has no time to do the bonus beats episode this time, and so I'm the first time in my life on a podcast.
Yay!
I'm waiting for the feedback, so it's probably the last time.
Nah.
But if not, okay, cool. That's cool.
Dude,
Also,
they let me on my own podcast. I do that now, and I talk like I
Yeah.
talk right now.
Yeah, your butt is warm. I can use it. You want to plug, but we come to that later.
Yeah.
So, more positive things are IndieQuest. I don't know if he's one of the founders of this podcast. He is?
Yeah. He and Josh founded it,
Yeah,
right?
Josh.
I don't know who came up with the idea, but they both did the first episode together, so I would say he's the founder. Yeah.
I don't know.
Co-founder.
When I started to listen to it, he wasn't one of the hosts. I guess he was busy with being a father, young father.
Oh, yeah, with his kid. Always talking about his kid. Parents.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah, that is a great podcast, and we come to the plugs later. But yeah, that brought me here. That brought me to the Discord. So, and I'm very happy every 2 weeks to get a new episode of that. Also, Polykill. And he enriched my gaming life with bingo. So I played games I wouldn't play if there wasn't bingo.
Yeah, like Trevor McFur. Oh, thank you.
It's a milestone in gaming history. It's an ugly little fucking stone in the gaming history, but I know it now.
Yeah, that's like the video game crash was a milestone in video game history. That's like the same.
Yeah, but if you're a historian, you have to also know the negative things. So
Altered Beast.
Yeah, we know now First and Second World War of gaming. Thanks to bingo.
And we didn't cause it this time. Yes. Fuck yeah.
It was the Americans.
The Americanos.
So that was a lot about Steve. So
yeah, he sucks. Okay, let's talk about the games that we are playing now. I will begin because you've been talking too much.
I'm sorry.
I've been playing Demon's Souls, the Japanese version on PS3. After I maybe beat the normal, the Western version, and went straight to the Japanese one.
The Western version, the one with cowboy hats and horses. The Western version.
Yep.
Go on.
Oh Lord.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So Demon's Souls, great game, PS3. It's the frame rate sucks. The level design is sometimes very questionable. Yeah, it's a great game. I love it. And the Japanese version is very Japanese, but very playable if you already know the game, because most of the text isn't very necessary to understand what you're doing. There's no crucial dialogue really, and the few times that you are like, oh, what does that say? You just take your phone, go to Google Translate, take a picture, and it would tell you, and that's enough. And everything else is just Demon's Souls, like a Souls game, action RPG. Very cool. What have you been playing?
I have a question first.
Yeah.
What motivates you to play those games on several platforms, languages? I don't get it. What's the motivation?
I have no idea. To be honest, when I look at my game library and see those games that take, I don't know, 4 hours, 5 hours or so, I'm always mulling it over, like, do I really want to spend 4 hours with a new game? That's a whole evening, maybe 2 evenings. And when I'm playing them, sometimes I'm like, ooh, I'm already an hour in, and there are 3 more hours to go. It's such a long game, and sometimes they can be just overwhelming. I don't know why. And then I start Demon's Souls and I just play for 6 hours and it's like nothing. And I have to actively think about, oh yeah, I should eat dinner now because dinner is important in some way.
Okay.
These games just grab me for some reason. And in gaming, I always need some kind of goal. The goal for Demon's Souls was at first play through the game, and then it was get the platinum trophy, which I did, which took a very long time because I fucked it up majorly. I will come to that later. Yeah, and then it was over, and my intention of replaying that game without a goal in mind is zero. It's like my interest is zero. I don't care. But if I have the Japanese version, which is the same fucking game, but it has a different language and a new platinum trophy, that's a goal. I can do that, and that's fun for me. I don't know why it is. Maybe ADHD. We talked about that on our newest podcast episode of Kindle Across the Sea. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It's just this goal thing, this not necessarily challenge thing, but having something you can work towards. It's not really work, but you know what I mean. And when I reached that goal, I either set a new goal or I just abandon the game and move on.
I get it. I won't copy that, but I get it. I understand it.
Ah.
You need goals. You need something to work towards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we both are almost done with bingo.
Yeah.
You are done with bingo, I know, with the normal bingo.
Yeah.
That's what helps us to, or what motivates us to beat games.
Mhm.
Okay, what did I play? Yeah, let me first talk about Tunic,
Mhm.
one of Steve's favorite games, and a way better game than Death Door, I would say.
Seth,
That's the
please
that's
close
the
your eyes.
yeah.
No, close your ears. Closing your eyes
Open your ears.
won't do much. Close your ears, please, for the next 3 minutes.
Fine.
or
I
something.
mean, you can compare those two games, and I mean, the boss design is better in Death Door, but all the rest is better. But it's this, yeah, it's just my point of view because I was always motivated to find the next step, to find the next door, the next key, whatever.
Mhm.
I had from time to time, I quit the game and thought, I don't want to search anymore. It annoys me, or I don't want to try to beat this boss anymore.
Mhm.
It annoys me. But a few times I quit the game, sat there. What do I do now? Okay, fuck it. I start Tunic again. And today I beat it.
Nice.
And
Congrats.
it's pretty tough game. The last boss was really tough,
Mhm.
but it was a great time. And it's a game. If you achieve something, you say, yes. I said it out loud. It was great fun. And yeah,
Yeah.
I loved a lot of it.
Let me
It has really nice biomes and yeah.
let me ask you. It's pretty puzzle heavy, right? Or is it more combat focused?
There are puzzles at all. No, it's just finding secrets
Mm.
that give you abilities to find more secrets,
Okay.
that give you abilities to explore the map
Yeah, so it's
more and
more
more.
about exploration than
It's
puzzle.
exploration,
Mm.
exactly. And
Okay.
I was running around seeing hooks everywhere, and I knew, okay, something is about it, but I wasn't able to. What is it?
A grapple hook, maybe?
Yeah, something like a grapple hook.
Ah.
So I think it was the only thing I had to look up where the fuck this thing is. And I was running a few times next to this room. It was very hard to find, I think.
Mhm.
It's often, and it was in the shadow of a room. So you have to run if you want to find everything. You should run on every wall in every room because everywhere there could be a hidden doorway.
Okay. Like in the original Doom, where you ran through all the rooms and pressed the action button just to find hidden doors because they weren't really like obvious. Like you would say, okay,
Just looked at the wall everywhere. Okay, I didn't play it.
okay.
Yeah, some pathways some hidden paths are quite obvious.
Mm.
If you play the game, then you know where to look. But in this case, it was very difficult. Maybe it was the setting of my the graphics or something, but it was just a black part of the TV, and yeah,
Mm.
so I had to look it up. Yeah, but highly recommended. It's a 9 out of 10 game, I would say.
Yeah. And I think free on PS Plus Extra, maybe?
That's why I played it.
Ah, okay.
And also
Cool.
because Steve loves it so much. I also wanted to get back to Death Door. A lot of times it's in my backlog now. I think I played that for 2 or 3 hours, but it didn't motivate me as much as Tunic.
Mhm. Okay. I see. Cool.
So what's your what's the next?
The next game is Days Gone for the Cartridge Club Square. I played that for, I don't know, 3 hours or so in one session and then never went back to it. But I plan to complete the game before the end of September. Days Gone, if you don't know it, is a third-person, not horror survival. That would go too far. You are a biker dude who's in the apocalypse or post-apocalypse, where the people became freakers, which is some form of zombie, and you have your trusty bike, and you can, I mean, motorbike, not a bicycle, which would be so fun. And you run around with scarce ammo at the beginning and have to do quests and stuff. I think the game will become more action heavy as it goes on. Like you get better weapons, more ammunition, and you can kill large hordes of zombies or freakers. But right now, it's still like, okay, I have to manage my ammo. I have to maybe do some sneak kills and don't kill every enemy I see and don't run into every battle, which is fine, but I'm really looking forward to being overpowered and mowing down all the enemies because that should be fun. And it plays well and it looks pretty great. So yeah, cool game.
Yes, but it was a sensation before it came out, and you saw all the hordes of freakers. Very cool. I also played it for a few hours, but laid it down because I wasn't good enough at shooting. I had the feeling if I miss aim when I came to one of these nests, 20 or let it be 8 of those freakers ran at me, and I shot maybe 2, and the rest had a good meal. So I stopped.
Okay.
But let me know how to work yourself around it to get better, to get overpowered. Then I will maybe get back.
Yeah, I'm just guessing, but I think you have to avoid the first few hordes that you find until you are really stacked up on weapons and ammunition and explodables and stuff, so you can really fuck them up. And I guess it's what the game wants, that you are not very strong at the beginning and you have to pick your battles.
Do you know how long to beat says?
How
long to beat?
Good question. Yes, I know it because I have it right in front of me, and it's 50 hours for main and extra and 65 for completionist, but maybe I can do that a little bit quicker.
So we have a lot to do.
Yeah.
Until whenever. You should have taken Papers, Please.
Papers, Please doesn't have a platinum. But I think the game on next month isn't announced yet, but I know what it could be if they don't change the order of the games that come to Cartridge Club in the next months. And that one is very short and has a platinum. So maybe if Days Gone doesn't grab me, I will. Or grab me? Grab me? I will just do that one. But I think that's the last chance for a Platinum Cartridge Club game. So I either have to play this one or the next one, and then I'm fucked. Which wouldn't be the end of the world, but...
What is about October, November, December?
Yeah, but...
November, December.
Let me look it up real quick. I won't say the games because that's a secret, I guess. The November game could work too, but the December game is a GameCube game, I think. So no platinum trophy for that one.
So 2 backup plans. That's good. Now you can sleep better.
Yeah. Okay. What's your next game?
My next game is Wild Bastards. It's the successor of Void Bastards. It's one of 8 to 10. I'm not sure. S-tier roguelikes I have on my list, but it's pretty different from Void Bastards. It's more like arena shootout game. You have a map to navigate, and then you come across some shootouts, and you have to take 2 members of your crew. You can gather a crew with up to 13 people. At the beginning it's 2, then I am now at 4 members after a few hours. And at first I didn't get warm with it, but now since I played the last 2 hours, I was better at aiming and found out which characters I like the most. They differentiate in their weapons and in some skills. And the graphics are nearly the same like Void Bastards. But there's no looting I really liked in Void Bastards. It's if you navigate on a map in space and you navigate when you go down on a planet, there's also a map, and you have to think about which way you go. There are several stationary enemies and some that move around the map, and you have to think about what you need for your crew. And you have also to avoid some extra enemies that land after a few rounds. There's also a night and day cycle, and you have action points on the map. So it tries to combine a lot of genres together, and I think it works out pretty fine. But there's no verdict for me to say. But it's fun, definitely. But everybody who loved Void Bastards will not love Wild Bastards. Definitely, it's a different game.
But at the beginning you said S tier. Is it S tier for other people, or would you...
Wild Bastard was one of my S tier, so I was very much looking forward to Wild Bastards.
I understand, okay.
Yeah, so a recommendation on the site to everybody to play Wild Bastards.
Yeah, but this comes with a disclaimer as always. MrMo's games are always very difficult. So if you want.
Yeah, I did the platinum on Void Bastards for your platinum perfs,
Oh,
and it's like I think 0.6% of the players did it. So
okay.
yeah, and that was pain, and at the end it was pain.
Yeah.
So I didn't like it as much at the end, but that's just me and
Mm.
my desire to platinum the best games I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
So more to come to White Bastards. Bring something to the Discord.
Yeah, looking forward to your B-tweet. And your platinum B-tweet, if you do one.
So what's your next game, Mister?
Today, or yesterday maybe, Mr. Mosquito came to PS5. I think only PS5, not PS4. I'm not mistaken. Maybe both. Who cares? It's a PS2 game that was released on PS Plus Premium. And it's a very, very Japanese game where you are the mosquito and you have to, avoid being killed by family members of a Japanese family. And your primary goal is to suck their blood. And that's basically all you do. Like you fly around, you can pick up some collectibles or health upgrades or something, but that's basically it. You can interact with some things, some items in the levels themselves, like the light switch or something. But that's only to accomplish your goal of finding a spot on a human that you can attack, and then you press a button to grab onto them, then a button to put your what is it? Nostril? No, your sucker, your mosquito sucker into their skin, and then you have to twirl around the analog stick to suck blood. And that's pretty much the game as far as I can see. I played it for half an hour maybe, and I'm not sure if it will become any more involved than that. And in the first level, it's like, oh, this is our teenage daughter, and she's so tired and lays on the bed, and you have to attack a spot that is on her upper thigh, very close to her very short hot pant or something. And it's like, Japanese folks are very different.
So it's Horny Mosquito.
Yeah.
They renamed it.
I mean, the next level is her old mother, and there's nothing perverse about that, but
No, absolutely not.
the first level gave a nice impression.
MILFs are absolutely part of the society today.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of them out there. When I search for the term, a lot of hits come up, like results come up. It's staggering. Yeah, that was my last one. What's your last one?
My last one should be renamed to Crack Cocaine because it's the most addicting game I played in recent years, I think. It's Dungeon Divers.
Mm-hmm.
It's at first it feels a little bit like Mimic Logic that brought to Indie Quest. I think it tickets the same spot in the brain, but it looks at first like Minesweeper. You have a dungeon and you have to find secret rooms, and every kind of secret room has attributes. Like it only is next to one room, or it's next to the most rooms. That's the simplest ones, and there are, I don't know, several different hidden rooms you have to find.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's starting easy, and those dungeons get bigger and bigger. And one hidden room is, for example, find the room that is in the same distance to every room that is golden. And that can be very tricky because there are rules where the room can be.
Mhm.
And like not next, it must be next to an open room, not to a wall. I think it's difficult to describe if you don't see the board like this. But yeah, it's getting trickier and trickier, and it's very addicting. Although there are critics reviews on Steam that only give it around 80%.
Only
Because there are 50-50 decisions. Yeah.
80 is a good score, right?
Yeah, but not for this game. It's it would be like 98, I think, if there wouldn't be those 50-50 decisions, and it can be like 1, 2, 3 decisions, like 25 to 75 decisions.
Mhm.
If you don't have those passive to get, if you successfully do a dungeon, you go to a shop. If you get money by finding secret rooms, and if you do so without failing, you get more and more coins.
Mhm.
And so if you're successful, you can buy better items. active items that find rooms and passive items that, I don't know, show you spots where no secret room is hidden, or I don't know, if you find one, a bomb goes up around the spot and opens another secret room if there is one.
Okay. But it's a roguelite, right?
Yes. If you fail, you have to begin again.
Okay,
and there
if
are,
you fail, you don't get any progress?
No.
Only?
It's a roguelike. There's no meta progression.
Oh.
No, that's absolutely no problem. Really. It's not, I don't know what takes it a run. It's like I don't overthink those things. I have it in my feeling where the room is. Sometimes I'm wrong and the run is over after a few minutes. I'm no play on hard. There's easy, normal, and hard. I beat easy and normal. And on hard, yeah, I think everything must come together. The perfect passives and actives, and also luck. Without luck, it's not possible. And that's why those critics are not always positive, because there shouldn't be luck in their opinion, but not for me. It's so addicting. I want to, like every other junkie, doesn't want to be alone. I already told Ragnar to buy it. I ordered Guido for his birthday. I want some more junkies around me, please. So buy this game. Yeah, and there are also some challenge runs and different modes. I started to do the challenge runs to get more items. Because I think hard mode isn't quite possible. I think it's like you have a 1% chance to win a hard mode run without getting new items. So I try to beat everything else first, and if I beat the hard mode, I will do the beat treat, but not before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Really good game. Check it out. It's only $5.
Yeah. By the way, have you ever played Vampire Survivors?
Yeah, sure.
Did you like it?
Also, I think already in early access Steam, because it ran on potato computer I had back then. Yeah, I don't know. I think I played like 30 hours or so.
Oh,
but
only 30 hours.
Since then, there was so many patches or DLCs or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how the game looks now. I didn't buy it for PlayStation.
It doesn't look better.
I won't.
I can tell you that. It didn't get
the looks. I don't care about looks. It's all about gameplay. I don't think it changed so drastically that it will draw me back.
Yeah.
There are so many similar games that came out.
Yeah.
Army of Ruins, for example. I wanted to do the platinum, but it's
and Brotato.
too grindy. Brotato, I have two.
I played.
But that's different. I think Brotato has more depth, because they are more strategic approach. Find those synergies, and for me, synergy is one of the sexiest words in roguelikes. To find synergies to get more powerful.
Yeah, that's very great in Vampire Survivors. Like you start out so weak, and if you know what to pick up and what items to combine, you will get so overpowered so quickly. It's really great.
Yeah, I think tickets what you need. I imagine.
Yeah. I played the game on Switch and on Xbox, but it didn't really grab me too much. I mean, for a few hours, but not like forever. And on PlayStation, they released the full thing, like all the DLCs, the game, and the whole package has over 200 trophies. And I'm a trophy hunter, and yeah, that was the perfect combination. But yeah, you can listen to me talk about that game a lot on my podcast, and that leads me.
I will listen to it. I promise. And
yeah,
it's like. Did you play Balatro? Because Balatro, I think, copied these sound effects, and that they remind of winning something in a casino. These ding 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 ding, and if you open a chest and you have this in Vampire Survivors, you open the chest and it's like this with 5 lanes chest.
Yeah.
You know, oh yeah, I get 5 items. That's that's the same addicting process.
Yeah.
So
but
maybe you should also play Balatro and Dungeon Divers.
But Balatro is a card game, right?
Yeah.
I don't really like card games, so I played a few.
You mean like poker and like?
Yeah, I don't know the roots to any card games, and I don't really like deck builders. So my way to avoid the addiction to Balatro is to say, oh no, I don't like card games, so I won't play it.
Okay, and then you should play, if you like to dive in, Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers, because that's blackjack and you have to only count to 21. I think you're capable of doing so.
21 is a very high number. There are a lot of smaller numbers before 21.
The computer does the math for you.
Oh, that's great.
You have to think about it too a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I yeah. Maybe it's just me wanting to play nearly every game that has dungeon in it.
Yeah, it's true. I
It's
think
like synergy.
I think I have some games on my PlayStation wish list that have dungeon in the name just because you recommended them to me. So yeah.
I have influence to your life.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
That brings us
So we
very
should move on, I think.
neatly. Okay. It doesn't bring us neatly because we talked over each other. But let's plug ourselves because it feels so good.
Yeah, I don't have anything to plug. I mean,
Yeah. But you,
I have, but
you,
not on the internet.
but you can read what I wrote on the sheet. Like.
I know. Yeah, I don't have to plug anything about me, but if you like what you're hearing so far, be sure to check us out on our website, polymedianetwork.com, for more shows like my favorite show, Indie Quest, the show for the indie and obscure. There you get to learn about games you never heard of, small games developed by just a few developers, and there are 3 brilliant hosts that bring every 2 weeks a game to the show you might never heard of, or if you heard of, never played it, and I got a lot of suggestions to play new games, and I love it.
And I guess in one of the future episodes you will hear all about
Dungeon Divers. Yeah, I would love to hear Dragma talk about how he couldn't stop.
I mean, this is basically your Bewerbungsgespräch. What's a Bewerbungsgespräch?
Job interview.
Yes. I mean, this is basically your job interview for IndieQuest, because at least they should give you a guest spot for one episode so you can talk about your favorite games, because indie game...
I could do that, yeah.
And you are pretty much synonymous.
Yeah, we could do a roguelike special edition.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I would listen to that. And if you want to listen to something else, you can check out Tales of the Lesser Medium if you want well-researched summaries of your favorite game stories presented in a factual manner by Mr. Ross and Dr. Terry, 2 of the most renowned video game historians currently working in the field.
Polykill also has a Patreon. Visit patreon.com/Polykill and find a tier that is more expensive than your actual, you stinky bastard. That way you'll help the show. For example, to find substitute hosts that don't speak Schnitzel English. There's also a tier where you can influence the show with your top 5 suggestions and topics for discussion.
That's right. And if you would like to reach out to the show, you can do so via DM to Steve. Spam him, molest him, call him names, make him feel something for once. And I also want to plug my own show. What's it called? Kindled Across the Sea, which is a podcast all about Souls games and mental health, which Johnny and Brian Briss do with me from time to time. And a new episode should be out when you are hearing this, if I didn't fuck up in the meantime.
So Souls games and mental health directly connected?
Yes. There's a direct link. Yep. Mm-hmm. You can find out about that on the show. So you need to give it a listen.
Awesome.
Okay, now let's get to what we actually beat.
I think I should start. I have some more than you.
Yeah, kick it.
So I beat Genome Guardian. That is like Ball at Hell and Snaker X would have baby. What I wrote in the beat tweet. It's a tower defense where you are in the center of a circle. Enemies fly towards you and you have to shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do so, you get money to buy upgrades after each wave. And also you collect some meta progression credits to upgrade your turret, to buy new turrets, to make more damage, have more health, etc. And it's twin stick shooter type of game and really fun.
I played through Astrobot on PS5, which I didn't really want to buy, but then there was a promotion where you got 20 euros off. For our American listeners, that's $22 right now. So yeah, and I thought, yeah, okay, $20 less, that's pretty cool. And then I pre-ordered it, and Amazon was like, "Oh yeah, okay." Some other vendor sold it even cheaper, so we give you another $8 back. So I got it for 42 euros, which is a pretty good price. And the game is fantastic. It's really cool. 3D platformer. Everyone who has a PS5 has the smaller Astro's Playroom game, and Astrobot is pretty much the same, just with a larger scope, and it's delightful, and I highly recommend it.
The first game, I didn't play it. It was to get to know the controller gimmicks, right?
Yeah.
Astrobot is the same. I mean, a lot of
Yeah, it has
controller features.
It has a lot of gimmicks in there, but you can turn them off as far as I know. Like the rumble and does it have more than the rumble? I don't think so. Just rumble things where you have to basically feel the rumble while you search for hidden door or something. Yeah, but it's a fleshed out game. It's just a 3D platformer like Mario 64 or something. What is great about it is that you can basically control the difficulty that you want to have by ignoring content that is offered to you. Like the normal levels are pretty easy. Then you can unlock a bonus world with bonus stages. They are a little bit harder, maybe. I didn't really see a difference, but I guess that's the idea. And sometimes some challenge levels will pop up, and they are the difficult ones. Like you can totally ignore them. They are not needed for completion of the main game. But if you want to, you can do them. And they are mostly platforming challenges, 3D platforming challenges, which I guess sounds horrible to you, but it was pretty fun. I did everything, got the platinum, and had the time of my life. But if you are not into the difficult stuff, you can just ignore some of those challenge levels, and you don't have to complete every normal level either. And it's cool. I really like it. Nice boss fights and stuff.
But for that price, it's very expensive, no? Right? It's 70
I
euros,
spent
$70.
23 hours in it, so that was pretty fine for me.
Okay.
I mean, if it had been 5 hours, I would have been pissed a little, but no, it's very high quality. I encountered 0 bugs or glitches, no crashes, nothing. Great music, great visuals. Everything is great about that game, really. It's not my favorite genre, but I see no flaw in that game.
Like every review I saw, everything is 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I dare you to play it and find flaws, like technical flaws.
Okay.
Nothing like, oh, I just don't like platformers, but real flaws.
Okay, enough of 10 out of 10 games, I would say. So my next game is Warhammer Chaos Bane, a game I played with my friends for I think something like 20 minutes, and everybody thought, okay, that's too easy. It doesn't look very good. Let's play something else because we have so much. But I did beat it because I saw it on Pam's board for the book games. I don't know what is the. It's based on a book. Obviously, there are some Warhammer books. I don't know them. So I played this game. It's if not a good game. It's pretty fun to hack and slash, but very easy. I played it on normal, and I just mowed through the enemies. I almost never really healed myself, if I remember correctly. And the worst thing about this game is they created a dungeon, then a part of a dungeon, then copy pasted it 3 to 4 times, and that was it.
Oh, no.
That was the level design.
Ugh.
It was so fucking repetitive.
Okay, that sounds
Yeah,
pretty crappy.
I don't know about the story, everything. I skipped everything.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get through it. So it's, I want to be Diablo, but far away from it.
Ja, okay.
So you got another game.
Yeah, I need to piss now. Ich muss mal kurz
Okay.
auf Klo, sorry. Sonst platzt mir
Alles
die
klar.
Blase.
Good job, sir.
Okay, since I have some more games beaten than you, I will continue with Next Machina. That's a twin-stick shooter, perfect for co-op, and I played it in co-op with a buddy of mine on the couch. So I did beat Potomac Sport with that last square.
Nice.
I can highly recommend it to play it on co-op on the couch because it's very frantic, it's very colorful. You have to loot a lot of enemies and you have to watch out for humans that need to be saved. There are also hidden rooms you can find. I have absolutely no clue how you can find them. It's only accidentally happened to us because you don't see anything at times. You can be happy if you find yourself, and then you shoot everything. And there are also bosses to be beaten, and we managed to beat the game on easy in a 45-minute run. Yeah, that's all I can say about it. I think it's a pretty known game.
Yeah.
Pretty old game also. I don't know. It's at least 7 years old, I guess.
I actually played through that too a while ago in 2021. I think it was one of my first PlayStation games, PlayStation 4 games, and I played through it on a single player, I guess on easy.
It's fun single player too, absolutely.
It's very colorful, very frantic. Yeah, I liked it.
And if one dies, and those stages are very short.
Yeah.
If one dies and then fly to the next stage, the co-partner revives. But there are also lives you lose, and I don't know if somewhere in the UI there is the information. I don't know. You don't have the eye for this in this frantic game. So.
Yeah.
But that's the co-op part. That's very fun because one can always do it for the team.
Yeah, losing track of where your character is one of my main gripes with these types of games in co-op because I lose the overview so quickly. Like we played a lot of games already in co-op, you and me, and I'm always like, where am I? Who am I? Oh, I'm over there. I'm standing in the spikes right now. I thought I was jumping around and shooting stuff. So that coupled with how many particles and colors and stuff and explosions are on screen in Nex Machina, that would probably kill me because I would never know where I am.
Yeah, that is the only thing that's badly done in this game. I think every game, every co-op game can do better if you, before you start, you can choose a color, a very bright color, and something like an aura around it that you think your eye catches immediately. And that would be nice.
Or just make it a huge red circle or something. Like replace your character sprite and just make it bright and shiny and
yeah, but everything is bright and shiny and Nex Machina. It's everything very colorful.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and many explosions and yeah. But hey, I think everybody loves it. So if you don't know it, play it.
Yeah.
But I think don't play it, or you shouldn't have to play it because it's not very good. It's Excessive Trim, the next game on my list. Excessive Trim. It's at first the color palette is like Downwell. It's black and white, but you go up in this game, a little bit isometric view. You are an alien in a UFO, and around the UFO is a saw spinning, and you can navigate with the thumbstick in all directions. And with pressing X, I played it on PlayStation, you can accelerate and mow down whatever is in front of you. And you have to mow down people and cows that run from left to right.
Poor cow.
And tractors that come towards you. And that's almost everything, I guess. There are leaves you can collect that help you to upgrade. I don't know how many do you have to collect to upgrade. I don't exactly know what leveling up is worth. I didn't see it. Occasionally you get to a shop where you can buy more lives or a bigger saw or that you can dash more often. Only with dashing you get through the enemies and you can kill them. If you don't dash through them, you will lose a life. And if you reach some level, you can change the color palette. I did it one time, didn't what for. And yeah, after playing it, I don't know, maybe like something under an hour, I got the platinum trophy. And I thought, okay, that's it.
Oh, under an hour.
I did
Okay.
everything I could. Yeah, it's an endless game.
Mhm.
There's no ending, so I think the platinum is a appropriate ending for this game.
Okay. Yeah.
And I bought it on sale clearly for, I don't know, maybe $1.
Hmm.
So, Scotch, if you listen to this, there's a game you might like, and all the others, keep your hands off it.
Yeah, I will. I mean, I looked up
Um,
screenshots. It looks interesting, but
I mean, maybe it's fun if you're high or something. I mean,
yeah,
if you
I'm never
like
high.
the
That's boring.
yeah, but there are people in the Discord
I
who
heard of
maybe
them, yeah.
are high sometimes, I imagine. Yeah, so before you come to your last game, my last game, it's Cobalt Core.
Mhm.
It's a surprise roguelike deck builder.
No, really?
Yeah, I thought I surprised myself and play something different.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's one of the best I ever played.
Oh, okay.
My top tier is Slay the Spire. In the past months, there came some games that are nearly as good or as good,
Mhm.
and one of them is Cobalt Core.
Cool.
You have a spaceship and three animal-looking, well, dinosaur-looking characters. They all bring their own deck to the game, like navigating the ship or shooting the cannons or bringing up shields, etc.
Mhm.
You navigate a map. I think it's 3 stages, also like Slay the Spire. You navigate a map. You can encounter fights, and in those fights, you have your own ship and other spaceship, the enemy spaceship in front of you, and you always see what the enemy spaceship does. If it shoots or wants to buff itself, and you have to react to it. You can navigate your ship from left to right to dodge those shots from the enemy, and for this, you use your cards.
For
I
navigation?
don't know. You use your cards for navigation, and you
Interesting.
use your cards for shooting and setting up traps, etc. So your ship is built out of different parts.
Mhm.
Like you have the first starting ship is, I think, 5 parts. So if you move 5 times to the right, it's hard to describe. For me and my English skills,
Yeah, I'm looking at screenshots right now. So you can expand your spaceship.
no, that's different spaceships you can unlock
Oh, okay.
after a few runs. So maybe that's something that makes it a roguelite, but it's not. It's just a different ship, and you unlock different characters with different decks.
Mhm.
So you can change your crew to your liking and the card deck to your liking. And yeah, it's the combat is doing damage and avoiding damage. And you can avoid damage by moving to left and right or building up shield, permanent shield or shield just for those one round you're playing. And like in every deck builder, you have action points, and the cards you have need a different amount of action points from 0 to 3 at first.
Mhm.
And your spaceship is built out of several, I think the starting ship is 5 parts. And let's say the enemy ship is firing in the middle of your ship. You have to move 3 times to left or right to avoid this, to dodge this shot.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Or you build up shield to avoid damage. So that's the strategic part of the deck building. You have to look what the enemy is doing, and you have to use the cards to avoid damage by dodging or shielding and building up a strong deck to do enough damage to kill the enemy. And they are, like I can say, the Spire normal enemies, they are elite enemies, they are boss fights, there are question mark events that can be everything from normal fight to you getting a relic or whatever it's called in this game. And yeah, I don't sound very enthusiastic, but that's the language. The language difficulties I have. It has a lot of good things, and the combat part is very fresh. And those different decks you can combine. It's also a good idea. I think Born in with Roguebook, also a deck that I really recommend. But there's 6 characters or maybe 8 characters, and you can bring the 3 of them. So, and different difficulties you can tackle. I also beat it on hard already, and there are challenge runs, etc. So a lot of depth and a great feel, a great combat feel,
Mhm.
and great upgrade system. if you can upgrade the card, there are always 2 ways to upgrade it. And it's not like in many other deck builders that you have to reduce a lot of bad cards. The starting deck is always capable of bringing you the win for the full run if you upgrade them. So that's pretty cool, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, too much talking about this game. I did my best, but I highly recommend it to like Sir Chadley. I know of him that he likes those games.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Burger and all those others. Ross, definitely. Yeah. So finally, Hipley, your last game.
Yeah, I mentioned it before. It is Demon's Souls, this time on New Game Plus and New Game Plus 2, because I made one little mistake in my first playthrough, and I didn't know that I had made a mistake, and that led to me needing 2 more playthroughs of the game to get the Platinum Trophy, which bugged me a little, but as it is a pretty great game, I powered through it and had some fun, and yeah, got the Platinum Trophy. Actually, yesterday or today? Oh, I don't know. Very recently.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. And as I said before, I just hopped straight into the Japanese version. Actually, I played the Japanese version while I waited for my cloud save to be able to be downloaded, because for some reason these assholes at FromSoft decided that on PlayStation 3 you can make new cloud saves all the time, as often as you want. But if you want to download a cloud save, you have to wait 24 hours between the last save and downloading it. So I made a mistake in New Game Plus or New Game Plus 2. I don't really recall, but in one of those playthroughs, and I had saved before, and I was like, yeah, okay, I made a mistake, so I will correct it by downloading the cloud save because I don't want a 4th playthrough. And then it told me like, yeah, no.
Why not?
Because I have a life.
Yeah, you need to play the Japanese version.
Which is
New
totally
Game Plus.
different. Okay? Totally different. Don't judge me. No,
So, but be careful. Don't insult FromSoft. They're a big part of your life.
that's true. Yeah. And
Yeah. Hopefully they don't listen to this episode. The next one.
maybe they are on the Discord and have been lurking all this time. Oh Lord. Yeah, I mean, great game. As I said, I fucked it up. It told me, yeah, you have to wait 24 hours because we are special, I guess. So in those 24 hours, I decided to just play the Japanese version for a bit. And after the 24 hours were over, I went back into it, fucked up again, and had to wait another 24 hours. So idiotic. But yeah, I'm done with it now. Okay. Yeah,
it did it. It was worth it.
No, it definitely was not worth it, but it was fun. And I recommend the base game, but you should probably play it on PlayStation 5 because they did a fantastic remake with 60 FPS and stuff. And the PS3 version is ugly and it will drop frames like crazy. And yeah, it's not the best version, really. So if you have access to the PS5 version, which is on PS Plus Extra, play that one. And that one is really fun.
I did a little bit.
Yeah.
Not enough, I know.
Yeah, but you wanted to get back to it at some point, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
My backlog says haha, but yeah. Probably, I don't know. It's a game that needs a lot of hours to be put into, so
yeah. Maybe the next bingo needs a square that says explicitly play a FromSoft Souls game. Either Dark Souls 1, 2, 3 or Demon's Souls. So people like you are forced into that because you want to complete your boards. Okay.
Yeah, we will see. I hope for you that will be that case, and I hope for me it will be play something of MrMo's roguelike list.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe I will skip bingo next.
Every tier, S2C. Yeah,
oh, great. Just real quick.
A lot of games to choose from. So
just real quick, what's an F tier roguelike game for you?
Oh, have some C tiers like Demon Tier Plus, Rising Hell, Rogue Stormers.
I liked Rising Hell. It was fun. It was a bit clunky, but overall, I played through it once and I didn't regret it.
I know that is a tricky one because I didn't like the going up.
Mm.
I had some. It was too platformy for me,
I
I
see.
guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there are not a lot of C tier, F tier. I don't know. Maybe those games I immediately forget and
Mm.
they don't get to the list. I wanted to make a list for a friend of mine, the one I beat Next Machina with, only to give him recommendations. And that's S to B tier, and C tier is discussable. Everything is discussable. Back then I had Exit the Gungeon on it because I love Enter the Gungeon was clearly S tier, my number one game of all time. And Exit the Gungeon was very disappointing for me at first, but then Potomax beat it and said it was great. And I thought, what the fuck? I have to check it out again. And now it's B tier. Bam.
Ha! Nice.
Yeah.
Success story. That's cool.
Yeah, I beat it too, but I have absolutely no interest in completing it.
Mm.
Like Enter the Gungeon.
Oh, did you get the platinum for Enter the Gungeon?
Yep.
Wow.
I 100%ed everything.
Jesus Christ. How long did that take?
I think it was 180 hours.
Okay.
So I think that is more than 200 hours less than Drachma.
Yeah. Drogma, you suck.
No, he enjoyed it more.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
explored more,
definitely.
tried more. Yeah.
Just to put that into context, Demon Souls took me around 70 hours, and the first playthrough was
Yeah.
completely blind, so it's not even in the same ballpark. Okay, let's go to the beat tweets. These are the bonus beats, which is the sole reason we were asked to record something, but we decided to make this a Polykill episode instead because,
We can.
yeah. So, do you want to read the first one?
Okay, I can do that. The first one is from Michael Conde, aka at Brainiac345. 200, I think it's the 200th game this year. Emio, the Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club. What a nice title. For a visual novel game, I thought it was really good. I really like how expressive the characters and backgrounds look. The story is really good, but I felt the ending leaves more questions than answers.
Huh.
So I think he found it pretty good.
Yeah, but I guess he hopes for a sequel, maybe? Huh? No.
More answers, definitely.
Yeah. Someone has played a sequel. JJS Boys at JJS Boys
GGS boys!
says he just beat it. Gunman Clive 2, a gorgeous and wacky action platformer that meets the high bar of the first game. The hand-drawn art style is charming, but doesn't muddy the action. A short but satisfying cowboy romp well worth a fistful of dollars. I actually played through that and didn't like it as much as everyone else, I guess, because I thought it was very basic, but maybe I suck.
I never heard of it
Hmm.
before. But you all beat games I never heard before.
I'll do the transition for you. Another game that sucks is
Altered Beast. That Potomax just beat. He says, I hope the bingo gods won't be too mad about this one. I followed the rules. I've beaten Altered Beast without options, rewind, or saves. I just happened to choose the arcade version where I can have infinite credits. Sorry, at Blink. Yeah,
That's totally fair.
yeah, that's the rules.
Yeah.
Perfectly done, Polo. Magnifique. Très bon.
Magnifique. Another person we want to magnifique is Go Hobo Go at Go Hobo Go. Finished game 126 of 2024. Still a ways to go. Weakest
Yeah,
link on
many games.
PlayStation 1. The made-up characters and their conversations were unintentionally funny. Video clips helped the game feel like the show. I won with 42-year-old trucker Eddie. British ladies yelling at him is his kink. 3 out of 5 stars. Yeah, I mean, being yelled at by British ladies is everyone's kink, right?
Yeah, sounds nice.
That's how I set the mood.
We have some British in the Discord, right?
Mr. Sparkle? Prescription
Yeah.
windscreens, the worst name in history, just in terms of pronunciation for me.
Yeah, I think I read it wrong the first weeks. So Mr. Sparkle is pretty easy.
Yeah,
Way easier. Yeah, maybe he knows some older British ladies who can call Go Hobo Go at some point.
Yeah, I just have to check our map. He isn't on the map. Oh, he is on the map. Yeah, that's him. And there's also Yasavas. I don't know who that is, but I guess we have someone else from the United Kingdom. Cool.
Hmm.
One of the
Yeah, nice.
lurkers, maybe. If you are Yasava, please,
Just say what.
yeah, just tell us that you are alive and listen to this episode. That would be pretty cool.
Should I read the next one? I don't think so.
I think.
Or do I think so?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Okay. The next one is by your favorite gamer, me, MrMo, 1984. Genome Guardian, Snaker X and Balled Hell had a baby. Survive waves with a turret that can be upgraded with weapons, which also can be upgraded. Also passive come into play, as well as pretty big meta progression. New modes and difficulties to unlock. Great. Yeah, that's what I said a few minutes ago.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
Speaking of people who are very sexy, Dr. Mullet Gaming at Mr. Mullet Gaming says, beautiful at Polykill. I just beat it. Altered Beast. Hey, not a bad game. Impressive for its time. Sega did a good job porting this from the arcade. Not long, but can be hard. Memorize those levels. You got this. Not long, but can be
Nice.
hard. Also, how I describe my neck.
Yeah, congratulations, Mullet. You did well. Again, he only beats the hard games, I have the feeling. The old hard games.
Yeah.
Is he playing anything modern? I don't know.
From time to time, he played through, I think, through Dark Souls and through, which is kind of old by this time, but he did. And he played through, I think, Prince of Persia, the new one, the Metroidvania that came out this
Nice.
year or last year. I think this year. I think he played.
And he wear a bandana. Is he? That's his greeting for Steve.
Yeah.
But we read it out loud. I'm sorry, Mullet. That was for Steve.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, that's one for Trav normally. Leonardo Sepulveda at fuck it. Fuck it. Hell, fuck it.
Obresepo.
Popresepo. I know. I can pronounce that correctly.
Yeah.
Just Beat It, Gato Roboto on the Switch. A fun and short Metroidvania where you shoot things up as a cat in a robot suit. Got an 88% completion rate in 3+ hours. So I'll use that as an excuse to keep playing.
Oh.
Gato Roboto. Oh, familiar name, but I never saw this game before. Do you know it?
I also only know the name. No idea what it is.
Is it something else too? Mr. Roboto. Maybe it's the song.
Yeah, Mr. Roboto. Speaking of people who sound like Mr. Roboto, Vayar 45 and Vayar 45. Astrobot on PS5 lacks any kind of flaw. Disgusting. Yeah, that's what I said, and it's pretty true. And we are very stupid because we read our own tweets, but yeah, we'll stand by it, right?
Yeah, just go with the flow. Speaking of go with the flow, David River at Muddy River 68. Just Beat It, NBA, Hang Time, and 64. The best console port of one of the best arcade games ever made. Had a blast playing through this one. Ended up with a final record of 29-6. Not bad for the hardest difficulty. Very well done, Muddy.
Yeah, it's a typical Muddy beat. He's all over those sports games that I wouldn't touch with a... Wait. What's the right word here? I wouldn't touch with a spatula? Wouldn't touch with tongs?
With a dong. I think it's dong.
Yes. I wouldn't touch those games with my dong. For fuck's sake. Speaking of people, I would touch with my dong. Go Hobo Go and Go Hobo Go. Says finished game 129 of 2024. Mickey's Ultimate Challenge on Game Boy. This would have been a solid game for the ride to Grandma's house. A good variety of simplistic minigames and okay sprites. Music has short, annoying loops and is best turned off. 3 out of 5.
Nice. Speaking of short, annoying loops, here's TopSpot123 at TopSpot123. It's a miracle that any video game gets finished, especially a fan game. So while Sonic and the Fallen Star didn't connect with me much, I have nothing bad to say about it, as I've just beat it. It avoids most pitfalls of bad Sonic level design, and the music is awesome!
Nice. It avoids most pitfalls of bad Sonic level design, which means it avoids typical Sonic level design. That's cool. I would play that. A Sonic game that isn't like Sonic sounds pretty cool.
Think so too. I played Sonic, I don't know, 25 years ago.
Speaking of things that are pretty cool, Potomax at PotomaxDev says, just beat it. Medabots Rokusho version. Picked up my 2013 save on my Wii U to finally beat this one. A unique RPG with a great active battle system. Game is way too slow and repetitive in the end, but the battle automations made it manageable. Great 50 hours. Wow. Potomax playing a game that is 50 hours is crazy to me because his typical games are like 20 minutes and are made by the same guy and all look the same and are all toppers. So this is interesting to see, and I bet it's because of Bingo, which is another point for Bingo.
He's a man full of surprises.
Yeah.
Very well done, Poto. Speaking of weird versions, here's Vayar45 at Vayar45. Gaylancer, oh no, sorry, Glaylancer, Genesis on
Gaylancer is my
PS5.
porn name. Sorry.
Okay. Gaylancer at Vayar45 played Glaylancer, Genesis on PS5. It's a good shoot 'em up with the SNES drunk seal of approval, and thankfully comes with a rewind feature on PS5 for noobs like me. Since Demon's Souls decided not to grant me the plat and I had Glaylancer lying around, I just beat it. Plat number 105.
Yeah.
Congratulations, my co-host.
Thank you,
awesome,
thank you.
awesome work.
It was a full hour of work. You can see that the Demon's Souls Platinum Thorn is deep inside of me, and this game was the second one that I beat in that last period, and I totally forgot about it already, which I needed for the Travi 2 beats. So I now have a Travi 2 plat, and I'm happy about that because that fucking square annoyed me for nearly 9 months. So finally done with it. I'm glad.
And it's the Trevi, no? Fits perfectly.
Yeah, Trevi always fits perfectly. Speaking of people who fit perfectly, Burgertamp says, just beat it, Dragon Spirit, a favorite shooter of mine from childhood. Not as robust or challenging as the TurboGrafx 16 version I beat earlier this year, but still a great time with lots of varied areas and awesome power-ups. High recommend. Yeah, I think I played through this a while ago on the TurboGrafx 16 Mini, which is called PC Engine Core Graphics Mini. It's such a fucking annoying name, but it's the same hardware and the game is fine.
Cool. Speaking of awesome, here is Scotch and Hobbies. Just beat it, Drive Girls on Vita. This one starts out pretty fun as it's a hack and slash fighting your way through hordes of bugs. But as the game progresses, the enemies get tougher and less numerous, making battles tedious and less fun. It's fine, I guess. Had to force myself to finish it though.
It's always bad if you have to force yourself to finish.
Absolutely, but he came to the end, and that's greatly done. Very well done.
Yeah. Speaking of people who are very well done, Briz says, just beat it, Skyrim. No, wait. Just Beat It, the casting of Frank Stone, a cinematic, decision-based adventure game by Supermassive that is based on the lore of Dead by Daylight. I don't know much about Dead by Daylight, just enough to recognize that fixing generators and getting put on hooks is a nod to that game. But you don't need to know anything to have fun with this game. If you're into these kinds of games, you're probably familiar with the kinds of flaws they have, like uncanny valley faces and stiff animations, but you're also probably fine with those things like me. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, Never heard of The Casting of Frank Stone. Is it a new game?
Me neither. I have no idea. I heard of Dead of Daylight, but I don't know what that is either.
Yeah, I don't like Dead by Daylight. I
Mm,
don't get into those games.
yeah.
Okay, speaking of stiff animations, here's Dylan, and he just beat it. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, developed by Zimogo and published by Annapurna Interactive, not existent anymore.
Mhm.
Beat this one couch co-op with Pam. Awesome puzzle game with a great sense of style, story, and mechanics. Really dug the noir aesthetic. And the puzzles were a really interesting mix of different styles. Luckily, there were two of us because I don't know if I could have gotten nearly so far on my own. Oh, I recommend this if you're a fan of puzzles and mysteries and head trips. Thanks to Burger Jam for this recommendation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this game pretty popular in the Discord at least.
Yeah.
I'm very keen to play it too, and I hope it comes to PlayStation, but I don't know. I don't want to play it on my Steam Deck.
Yeah. I feel like some games, especially those puzzle games, they pop up in the Discord like Cocoon or Lorelei and the Laser Eyes and Animal Well, and everyone plays them for a week and everyone plays through them, and then that's it. They are mentioned again sometimes, but you only have very few people that play it after that week, like Dylan and Pam in this instance.
Yeah, okay, but I think it sounds very interesting.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It looks pretty cool. All right.
Speaking of things that I like a lot, Howard Ed Musty says, Tales got me thinking it was time to go back, so I finally got around to Halo Reach and just beat it. Not my first time, but my first time through it on Master Chief Collection. Love the bow the final Bungie developed Halo puts on this portion of the series, and while I'm not as negative on the series since, but man, how this makes me miss that Bungie quality, this one is a fantastic entry. Lots of gameplay variety and some really cool scenarios and set pieces, and of course the direct lead in for Combat Evolved. Play it. A great starting spot for the series, no prior Halo knowledge necessary. Yeah, that's cool.
Awesome. Speaking of fantastic entry, we have Hype Man, and he just beat it. Leap year. I heard some praise online and then bought it. Then Steve on IQ sung its praises along with others in the Discord, including my other co-host Seth, saying he enjoyed it as well. I liked Leap Year, but I wasn't entirely blown away. It takes a clever idea and executes it very well. That's about it. I enjoyed it, and you all should play it if you haven't. 2 to 3 hours long and affordable.
Cool. I never heard of that game, and I still don't know what it really is about because it doesn't really filter through.
Me neither. I think it's similar to Animal Well.
I don't really remember Steve talking about it.
I saw some footage.
Oh.
I can't say anything more. Let's move on.
Yeah, we're nearly done. Nearly done. And finally, we have Just Kevin saying, Just Beat It, Bloodborne and the Old Hunters DLC. Boy howdy, FromSoft does it again. 10 years ago, that is. Way behind the curve on this one, but like, dude, this is pretty good game. I'll never look at tentacles the same way again. Okay. Thanks to the Polykill Discord and its FromSoft thread, I'm one of those Souls perverts now. Yeah, great game. Absolutely fantastic game. It's, I think, my second favorite game by From Software. Like Dark Souls, then Bloodborne, then Elden Ring, then everything else, maybe. It's really cool. And the Old Hunters DLC is brutal, but also very cool. They have the tendency to add DLC that really adds a lot of content and typically is a little bit more challenging than the base game. And I really like that. Yeah. And that's it for B-Tweets.
Okay, let's come to a hot seat question for you, my dear Vayar.
Oh, shit.
Is your butt ready to get heated?
Let me plant my German butt in this nice, cozy, hot chair. Yeah, I'm in.
All right. So, would you rather have your organs eaten by 24 toothless kittens while being strapped to a bed of hot coals and forced to watch a video of your birth on repeat? Or answer a top spot poll about your eating habits on Sunday?
Oh, okay. That's a super easy one. I pick the kittens because if you think about it, if I'm lying on a bed of hot coals, I have heat from below me. And if I have 24 toothless kittens on me, I have like heat from above. So it's like a heat sandwich, which is a pretty great way to die. And I also can cuddle the little poor toothless kitten while slowly dying. And I mean, watching my birth on repeat, that's no problem. I'm so desensitized by playing Doom and other games that I'm like, oh yeah, gore and blood, that's okay. Screaming baby, yeah, that's nice. Oh, he has a nice dong. So yeah, that pretty much checks out. And answering a top spot poll is basically the last thing I want to do on this earth. So how about you?
I have to answer that shit too. Oh, yeah. I changed the hot seat to the hotbed too. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And I would like to see your birth, not mine.
Okay, that's a strange kink, but I allow it. And finally, we have our top 5. This time we talk about our top 5 Schnitzel. What's your number 5?
So I came up with my 5 Schnitzel. It's Schnitzel Bolognese. It's a breaded Schnitzel with Bolognese sauce on it. I think it's pretty disgusting because the breaded part gets very
Soggy.
soaky and muddy and rivery, and I don't like it. It's maybe something if you're really drunk or to try to recover. Maybe it's something for PT, but I really don't like it. So it's my 5th place.
Yeah,
What's
great
yours?
pick. My one is a Schnitzel Wiener Art, which is a Wiener Schnitzel, but with pork or fowl, like chicken, or I think turkey. Turkey is used a lot.
I think it's only pork.
No. They can be made with turkey, at least I know, which is pretty lame.
Maybe where you come from.
Yeah. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Schnitzel Fungi. So Schnitzel with mushroom sauce. It has the same problem like Schnitzel Bolognese, but I think mushrooms fit better to the Schnitzel than Bolognese sauce.
Yeah.
So that's my number 4.
Yeah,
What's
I
yours?
agree. My number 4 is Wiener Schnitzel, which is the OG. It has veal as the meat sauce, which is pretty tasty. Poor little cows, but why are they so tasty if they don't want to die, right?
Absolutely. So my number 3 is Holzfäller Schnitzel. It's I would say translated timber Schnitzel. It's a Schnitzel Schnitzel with
Timberman Schnitzel.
Timberman Schnitzel. Okay, not Timberland, Timberman Schnitzel.
Yeah.
It's a Schnitzel topped with, what is it, fried egg? Is it fried egg, Vayar?
I think so, yeah.
With a fried egg on top. It's pretty delicious, so check that out.
Cool. That one will come up on my list too. My number 3 is Jägerschnitzel, which is dark sauce with, again, mushrooms. And it's pretty tasty. And I don't mind the sogginess, really. That's okay.
Disgusting. My number 2 is Schweineschnitzel, or like Maya said, Schnitzel Wiener Art, the Vienna style Schnitzel. It differs from region to region, but I had one that was very delicious. It was a pork that got or a pig that got only apples and very nice stuff to eat and could live freely. And the schnitzel they made out of it was very thick, very tasty, and the breading was perfect. So I remember this to be one of the best schnitzels in my life. So I've got Schweineschnitzel, pork schnitzel
Nice.
on my number 2.
Okay. My number 2 is Cordon Bleu, which is, if I'm not mistaken, a schnitzel filled with cheese and ham. I think the ham is optional, but at least schnitzel with filled with ham. No. Schnitzel
And cheese. No, cordon bleu is both.
Okay, cool. Yeah, very, very tasty. It would destroy my colon, but I don't care.
Who cares? So my number 1, as I am half Austrian, half Vienna,
You are?
half Berlin man, yes. My mother is Austrian and my father is German.
That explains the rope
And my
in some way.
what?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Your Austrian heritage explains the roguelites.
Yeah, you said that before, and I still don't understand.
Because it was a stupid joke.
Okay. That's very funny. So the Vienna Schnitzel is my favorite because I'm very connected to Vienna, and it's what is the baby
Veal.
veal? Yeah, as Vayar said, it's veal. Yeah, you can have some issues with that, but if you have a Wiener Schnitzel in Vienna, you never want everything else.
Mm.
Also, the side is potato salad, a warm potato salad.
Nice.
You can't imagine how good it is. So if you ever go to Austria, go eat a Schnitzel in Vienna.
Yeah. And if you want the second best thing with veal, just eat a döner. Sometimes you can get a döner with veal and it's so delicious. Yeah, my number one is the Holzfäller Schnitzel, which I chose because I mistook it for Holzfäller steaks. But I stand by it. Holzfäller Schnitzel is my number one. And again, it's Timberman Schnitzel.
I think that's my new name for online.
Yeah. Just call yourself
Timberman
Timberman Schnitzel for the next few days until this episode comes out. So people will be like, what's wrong with Mr. Mo?
I chop my wheat with the eggs. That's the Timberman Schnitzel.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that about wraps it up.
It can't get any better.
Yeah. I think we fulfilled the assignment of reading the bonus beats. So yeah, that was great.
Trav, Steve, I hope you are proud of us and not too mad.
Yeah, that's more important, I think. I will try my hand at editing this down, but I have never
Please do so.
I have never edited audio files, so this will be a journey.
Put it in the full thing. That's good.
Yeah, especially with our pee pause, which was
I just got some beer. I didn't pee, so everybody can know that.
okay.
He peed. I got some beer. German style.
Yes, I peed. I stand by it, for fuck's sake. I'm a proud pee man. It came out wrong.
Pee real. Oh, that's the best outro ever. So, if everyone wants Klaus and me to do the bonus beats in the future,
And talk about pee.
just say so in Discord, and maybe we'll do it.
Maybe not, because I have to pee.
Possibly. And I have to drink beer. One more beer.
Nice. Okay, let's end this now. Bye-bye.
Bye.